So, where has Adam from Schlock Horror been? It's been a few weeks, hasn't it, dear viewer? I've been busy. Very busy. Watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. I wish I had a fucking better excuse than this. Look, it's not my fault. I was as good as tricked into watching this show under false pretenses. And I ended up binging all 3 seasons in like a month. But it's not all for naught, dear viewer, because we're going to get a video or two out of it. We're going to get a Schlock Horror video or two out of it. So I'm going to start by doing a Which the Summer I Turned Pretty Character Are You or Am I Buzzfeed personality quiz to determine which Summer I Turned Pretty character I am. And then after that, in another video, I will do the Summer I Turned Pretty character tier list, the official Schlock Horror opinion of the characters on the show, after I find out which character on the show I am. So I actually looked up last night to know that there would be a BuzzFeed quiz. Of course, there is a BuzzFeed quiz about this. And then today, when I go to do it, there's another BuzzFeed quiz, like literally posted today, 14 hours ago, it says. There is a second BuzzFeed Which the Summer I Turned Pretty Character Are You quiz that is different from the previous one. So, we're going to do them both. Alright, I need to back it up here just a minute. If anyone doesn't know what this fucking show is, let me tell you about it. It's some kind of fucking book talk, young adult teen romance slop show that is on Amazon Prime. I cannot believe I actually watched it. This is the worst show that I've ever actually watched, like, all the way through. I mean, there are worse shows that I've seen an episode or two of for sure. But, like, I can't believe I watched all fucking 3 seasons of this shit. And that by the end, I was maybe even a little teeny bit invested in, like, one storyline. Like, it's big right now because the final season just aired. The finale aired like 3 days ago as of my recording this video. So that's why everyone was talking about it. It's blowing up all over Twitter. That's why someone was, that's why you gotta watch it. You gotta binge it all in a month so that you will be up to date in time for the finale. So I fucking did it because I'm an idiot, I guess. But look, we're here now. I watched all 3 seasons and the finale and was like, okay, I will be free. And then literally hours after the finale dropped, they announced that it wasn't the finale. They're going to do a movie that's going to be the actual finale. Fuck right off that nonsense. I was supposed to be free, but I'm being sucked back into the fucking Summer I Turned Pretty of all goddamn things. We're watching Columbo, so I'm watching this bullshit. But we're here now. Let's do these BuzzFeed quizzes. I didn't really look too deeply into what these quizzes actually are. I sure hope there's no questions in here that I don't feel I'm comfortable answering publicly, but look, we'll see how it goes, okay? I asked a friend of mine who watched this show, what character do you think I'm the most like? And they didn't answer. they just didn't answer. They started talking to me about something else. Suspicious. I don't know, do they think I'm a fucking Jeremiah and they just didn't want to tell me? Let's find out. Let's see what BuzzFeed says. Now, what do I say? Right when I was watching season 1, I was like, I am the Cam Cameron of this show. Or Cam Cameron is the Adam of this show. Not confused with the character Adam, who's the Adam of the show, who is not like me, even though I do like that character, even though he's a villain, but I like him. I'm not like him. I'm a little bit like Cam Cameron, but that caused some controversy. Some people are like, you're not like Cam Cameron. That's some bullshit. I am like Cam Cameron. So maybe I'll get him. Towards the end, not in the earlier seasons, but I think season 3 era, maybe specifically last episode era, I'm a little Conrad. I'm a little Conrad Fisher with it. Alright. Some people also didn't agree with that. But I mean, there were just some very specific things that were going on in Conrad Fisher's life that I was like, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Peep the t-shirt, by the way. I don't think I've shown this on the channel yet. It's an Eric Roberts t-shirt from The Dark Knight. And it has the quote, "It was Ramirez." Why does it say that? Like, I know that's the quote from The Dark Knight, but why that quote of all things? I don't know. Who is this video for? People who watch this show are not going to watch my channel. People who watch my channel, sure as shit, are not going to watch this fucking show. You know what? This video is for me. It's catharsis after I watched 3 fucking seasons of this show. And now I'm going to find out which character I'm the most like. I'm going to get a schlock horror video out of it. Or 2, in fact, because I got to do the character tier list after this. But that is another video for another day. Or is it? It is. So let's do it. I have to remember to start my screen recording. I drank water before this. I keep feeling I'm going to belch. That's so annoying. When you're talking, you can feel it building up in your throat, and it's like I need to get the sentence out before I belch, or else I'm gonna have to start the whole take all over again. I thought I was actually gonna come there, but whatever. Okay, where have I heard that before? All right, so I'm gonna start by doing the older quiz, and then I'm gonna do the one that is from today. Okay, yeah, bunch of bullshit. Which one are you? What is his hair? What's whatever? What's Jeremiah's hair in this? What's anyone's hair really? Oh God. First question. How would your friends describe you? Do people's friends say nice things to them? Is that a thing that happens? Because there's often a question like this on these kinds of quizzes. And it's like, I don't know how they would describe me. They don't say stuff like this. Like, my friend doesn't say, oh, you're romantic. To say, like, you're a prick or something. Nah, you know, that's not true, actually. My friends are based... I'm a heckin' wholesome kind of guy, and I attract heckin' wholesome kind of people into my circle. But would they... I mean, I'm all of these things except for maybe resourceful. I don't know about that. Arguably, I don't think so. I am all of these things. Would they describe me as all of these things? Is the question. I think kind. A lot of people do say this, to be honest. It is what it is. You know what? Actually, once, well, not kind, but nice, which for the sake of this I'm going to use interchangeably. Someone once told me, a friend of mine, a good friend, we won't name names, called me the nicest person that they know. And that was a really, really genuinely very nice thing of them to say. I'm not saying that just to show off. I'm just trying to justify my answers here. These videos are also so narcissistic, especially when it's shit like this, because it's like, whatever. Maybe I should have did a phone a friend and be like, how would you describe me out of these 4? But I do think, I mean, it's between kind and shy. My friends aren't going to describe me as this. I don't think anyone would describe me as this. So, would they more? I don't know. I mean, if given the choice, I think they'd say this. If they said, what comes to mind first, shy or kind? I think they'd say kind. I'd hope they say kind, but I think they would. And if they didn't have a choice and it was like, say a thing to describe Adam, I don't think it would be any of these, but I think they'd say, so I guess someone would come up with the word kind sooner than they would come up with the word shy. I mean, I try to be kind. I don't know if I pull it off, but like, anyway, look, that's my answer. Also, it kind of looks like the word Kino a bit. That's a good enough reason to pick anything. Pick a famous love triangle. Lara Jean, Peter Kay. I didn't know he was in this. John Ambrose in To All the Boys. P.S. I Still Love You. This is a show by like the same writer, creator of The Summer I Turned Pretty, Jenny Han. Haven't watched it. I don't think I've actually watched any of these now looking at it. Debbie, Paxton, and Ben, and Never Have I Ever. I don't even really know what that is. I don't know what that is at all. Bella, Edward, and Jacob in Twilight. I've never seen any of the Twilight movies. Katniss, Peeta, and Gale in The Hunger Games. I've never actually watched or read The Hunger Games. I'm more familiar with The Hunger Games and Twilight than these two. It can't be this, because I don't know what it is. I know what this is, but I don't actually know what it's about. I'm just more aware that it exists, and I don't know the context of this. It can't be fucking Twilight. I know I haven't seen it, but like, I think The Hunger Games love triangle was a bit stupid from my understanding of it, but I guess it's going to be The Hunger Games. Yeah, is Peter? He's the guy who like painted his face with cake so he could be a rock, right? Yeah. I'm going to go with that. What is your favorite summertime activity? Going to the beach. Going to the beach, I should say. Going to the peach. Damn right, that was a Freudian slip right there. Reading by the pool, riding your bike. No, having a barbecue. They say it's as easy as riding a bike. I can't fucking ride a bike. I'm nearly 30. I cannot ride a bike. I never got the hang of it when I was a kid. I couldn't get the balance. And then, like, at a point, I don't want to do it. Reading by the pool, fuck you. I mean, I guess. I don't have a pool. I don't have a summer house and cousins that I can go to and fucking read by the goddamn pool. I guess it's nice, but like going to the beach. I mean, I go to the seaside. I go for a walk by the seaside more than I would go to the beach. Like, I don't swim in the sea or anything or sunbathe. I don't live in a fucking sunny country. Having a barbecue. Yes, not just by process of elimination, but also that would be my answer, having a barbecue. Yeah, that's good. Order an ice cream flavor from Scoops. Vanilla chocolate, strawberry chocolate chip. I would eat any of these. If I had to rank them, strawberry would be bottom, then vanilla, and I think then chocolate chip, and then chocolate.
Would all chocolate?
You can't beat a classic. Pick a character from The Summer I Turned Pretty to spend the day with. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck yes, my boy Cam Cameron. These are two of the worst characters on the show. I think Taylor is the worst character. And Susanna is like the second or third worst character, because Taylor's mom is also... I hate that. Laurel, I do kind of like, but also I don't really care about either. Cam Cameron, the people's princess, and he genuinely seems fun. Like, he's the guy I'm rooting for, but that's who I'm going with. No one is going to understand this fucking video, like, because no one who watched this show is going to watch this video, and people who watch it, because you're my friends, you support me, and I appreciate it, I have no fucking clue to the context of anything I'm talking about here. But I appreciate you sticking with me anyway. Appreciate you hanging in there, you true blue. You're a Cam Cameron in a way. Anyway, choose a summary movie to watch at the drive-in. Grease, In the Heights, Lilo and Stitch, or Jaws. I mean, it's Jaws easily. I haven't seen In the Heights. Nothing to contribute on that. I mean, it's Jaws. Yeah, what can I even say? It's fucking Jaws. It's by the guy who made Columbo. Finally, choose a song to dance with your crush to at the debutante ball. Lover by Taylor Swift, As It Was by Harry Styles, About Damn Time by Lizzo, That's What I Want by Lil Nas X. I probably know this song if I heard it. That's what I want. But I don't know what it is. Nothing comes to mind. I don't know that song. I'm not a particularly big fan of any of these songs or artists. I'm definitely not a Lizzo fan. Of these songs, the songs that I know, like I would also know Lover if I heard it, but I can't sing it. I mean, I can't sing, but I couldn't sing it now. I don't know what it goes like. But I do know what As It Was goes like. I wouldn't pick any of these. I'd be dancing to fucking There Was a Light and It Never Goes Out by the goddamn Smiths. Is it, I mean, I kind of do recall that Lover is at least a good romantic song. Maybe more so than... You know, it's not the same as it was. Is that like as good a song to dance to, though? Then again, I mean, what do we like? Look, that really like romantic, slow dancing and all, and like About Damn Time would be like a bop. I don't like it, but like I do love a bop of a song. So, what are we going for? I mean, I'm not gonna pick. I nearly talked myself into fucking picking Lizzo. Maybe this is a bop, the Lil Nas X song, but fuck if I know. Is it Lover by Taylor Swift? Why do I get myself into these situations? I think it is because I can't commit to the Harry Styles thing. Yeah. My heart's not in it. Picking Harry Styles would be like marrying Jeremiah. It might seem okay, but it wouldn't do me in the long run. And Lover is my Conrad endgame. I am speaking fucking nonsense to the audience right now. It's Lover by Taylor Swift. This is the last question, so if I click this, I think it's going to tell me the answer. Who am I? Oh! Okay, let's see what they have to say. I am Belly Isabel Conklin. For anyone who doesn't watch this, which is everyone watching this, the main character's name is Belly. Like, her fucking name is Isabel, but her nickname that everyone calls her at the entire show is Belly. What the fuck is that about? I can't take that seriously. I know 2 different people with that name, and I don't fucking think of them in this goddamn context. Anyway, how am I like Belly Conklin? Like Belly, you're in the process of figuring out who you are. Okay, she's supposed to be like 16 at the start of this show. I'm nearly 30. But just the same, actually she can ride a bike. But she had a Conrad to teach her how to ride a bike. Where's my Conrad growing up to teach me how to ride a bike? Or a Benito to teach me to ride a scooter? Or Conrad to teach me to ride other things? Fucking bullshit. Right now, you're going through a lot of changes. Is that true? I mean, we're changing every day. We're always learning and growing, I like to think. But my life isn't changing. I'm working the same job, I've nothing really crazy going on there. I'm always learning new things, just about myself and other people, but am I going through a lot of changes? I'm figuring stuff out, but I don't know if I'm going through a lot of changes. And you're becoming the grown-up version of you. Oh, fuck. It's over. It's over, family. But through it all, you love fiercely. And your family and friends mean absolutely everything to you. That is true. That's all true. Which also means the places and memories that remind you of them are the most important things in your life. I am guilty of, what's it called? Looking back. I was going to say navel gazing. What's the looking back version of navel gazing? Something like that. Like nostalgia or whatever. And I do put a lot of importance on places and things and memories. I don't know if they're the most important things in my life. Places, that's hard to say. Yes and no. I guess it depends on the place and the memory. Yeah, that's not entirely inaccurate, I don't think. Except that it thinks I'm a fucking 16-year-old girl. And this came out before season 3 was over, before she'd fully become a woman. So, this is based on, this is mid-season 3 Belly that I am. I'm not fully formed end of season Belly. I'm fucking... circa engaged to Jeremiah Belly Conklin. Alright, now I'm going to do the second quiz. Let's see if I get a different... Okay, I mean, these are... Yeah, okay. So these are different questions. Alright, so let's see if I get a different answer. Another ice cream flavor question. Ice cream is a summer staple, so of course I'm going to ask you to pick a flavor. Matcha latte ice cream, no, never had it. Strawberry shortcake bars, is that what they're called? We call them brunches, which I can't eat. I wasn't a huge fan of them when I was a kid. Now I can't eat them, but sometimes I miss them and go, I could go for a brunch. Dark chocolate gelato with a raspberry coulis scoop. That sounds rich. I mean, it sounds good, but dark chocolate and raspberry, I'm not sure actually. Chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream sounds good. Can't eat it technically. Rainbow sherbet, I feel like that would kill me. Peach Bellini sorbet. Alright, so really none of these are like my favorite ice cream flavors isn't really on here. I mean, if I ignore the cookie dough, it would be chocolate chip. I mean, if it was a gluten-free cookie dough ice cream, I guess if we leave aside all of that, it would be... If this was not dark chocolate, I would go for this. And I like dark chocolate, but in moderation. So, fuck. I guess it's the chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm agonizing over these choices. Which classic romance trope is your favorite? I should have read these questions ahead of time. I hope this doesn't ask me anything embarrassing. Friends to lovers. Love triangle. Fake dating? Oh, is that when it's something like, oh, I need you to pretend you're my fiance so that my family doesn't think I'm single and then we really fall in love. Is that what fake dating is? I can't think of a particular example of that I really like. Second chance romance? I don't know. Enemies to lovers, workplace romance. Holy dangerous territory here, Batman. Which of these is my favorite trope? Maybe enemies to... enemies to lovers, maybe? I love an enemies to friends arc. I love when the villain has to work with the heroes and they become unexpected allies and even more unexpected friends. In a particular romance storytelling context, though. Like I'm picturing when, like, at the end of like Transformers animated season 2, when Megatron had to team up with Optimus Prime to fight the Starscream clones. I'm not thinking about them being lovers or anytime like the remember the episode of The Brave and the Bold where Batman had to drive Joker around in the Batmobile. I like stuff like that. Love triangle is usually fucking annoying. I mean, this show is a love triangle show. For anyone who doesn't know, again, that's probably everyone. The premise of the show at its core is it's about a girl and there are two brothers who are both in love with her, and it's a love triangle involving two brothers. And it's annoying. Friends to lovers. Only in the content. Remember, this is classic romance storytelling trope. Now, I'm not saying what I feel about in real life. Now, how about? Yeah, I get it's enemies to lovers. I'm taking too fucking long on this. This is a hard choice, man. It is enemies to lovers because it makes me think of Megatron or whatever. Belly wanted to study abroad in Paris. Where would you study abroad? I'd study abroad anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Get her in here. London. Would I study in London? Nah. London, I was in London recently. This video will come out before the London video, but there is a London video on the way. London is very good, but in some ways it's very similar to Dublin. And if I was going to live abroad, I think I'd want to live somewhere that was a lot different than home. So yeah, maybe not London. Buenos Aires. I don't actually know much about Buenos Aires. Seoul, Toronto, Sydney, or Amsterdam. Of these, London and Amsterdam are the only places I've been. Would I study in Amsterdam? Maybe. Study in Seoul. This would freak me out. I know people there speak English, but like, just like, that's such a different world, Asia, you know? So that would give me pause. It's not Buenos Aires, I don't know anything about it. Toronto, maybe, or Sydney. There's no straight up America option. I mean, this is studying compared to where I want to travel to. But I don't know if that makes a difference. Sydney I'd love to see, but I also hear it's very expensive. And it's really warm, which I couldn't handle. And it's dangerous because there's animals. Is it? I don't think it's Sydney. I'd still love to go though. I'd love to visit all these places, but where would I study? Maybe I actually would study in London because the food in London is really fucking good. Even though my first answer was to say it wouldn't be London. Maybe it would be Buenos Aires as well because I don't know anything about it. I'd be blind, and that would be kind of cool. But then I might as well go to Seoul. Fuck, I don't know. Is it Amsterdam? I mean, it's got whores. Let's go to Amsterdam. Fuck it. If you had a summer house, what aesthetic would you decorate it in? What is this? Colourful whimsigoth, minimalist neutral, coastal grandma, 70s chic, gothic castlecore, vintage floral. I mean, for me, it's between 70s chic or gothic castlecore. What would I decorate my house in? Would I decorate my house like the 70s, or would I want it to be like a gothic castle? I think I'd rather live in a gothic castle, and I would dress in 70s chic and walk around like I was in Blackula or something. So I'm gonna go gothic castle core. Better chance as well of pulling some gothic baddies, you know what it is. Pick a classic rom-com to watch at your next sleepover. Who's coming to the Schlock Horror sleepover in Dublin? I've been trying to pitch this for a while, a big Schlock Horror meetup in Dublin. We'll do a sleepover and we can watch one of these classic rom-coms. Okay, what have we got? Have I seen any of these? 10 Things I Hate About You, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Clueless, Easy A, Bridget Jones' Diary, Love and Basketball. None of these are my favorite rom-coms. Where's Love Actually? Fucking... Fuck. I don't know. 10 Things I Hate About You has got Heath Ledger and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who I both love. Who's in? This is Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson. Clueless. I don't know. Easy A, like Emma Stone. Love and Basketball. I haven't seen Love and Basketball, but it's kind of... I want to watch Love and Basketball. It's been something I've been meaning to check out. So maybe I'd watch that, and we'd all watch it for the first time. It wouldn't realistically be any of these. We wouldn't be watching a rom-com. We'd be watching fucking Chopping Mall or something. That pops off. Is it Love and Basketball? It has to be something. Which of the... I have to just make sure that I don't pick the... I hope the last question is marked as being the last question so that I know. Which of these would you say is your greatest strength? Being a good mediator, I try to be, but I don't know I necessarily pull it off. But, you know, conflict resolution. Being a ride or die best friend. I am very loyal. If I pick that, it's going to fucking give me Taylor, who was the worst character on the show. Being in touch with your emotions. Maybe I'm a bit too much in touch with my emotions. Not settling for mediocrity. It's not that. Have you seen the videos I put out? I settle for mediocrity. Being a people person. None of these really. There's a part of me that's a people person, but there's a huge part of me that isn't, that contradicts that. Imagine I wasn't recording this whole time. Fuck. I don't want to pick this because it's going to be Taylor. And I don't know. Being a people person? You know what, actually? I did know a guy who would always say, Adam, your superpower is you get along with everyone. And I do get along with almost everyone. And you know what? Because I was friends with that guy and I got along with that guy, he got me a job and that was really good for me. So I think that came back to me. That came back around to me. So I'm not necessarily the most people persons, but I think it is that. Out of these, I think it is that. Pick a wedding cake aesthetic. What the fuck? What's this? Would the fucking wedding cake be a bunch of blobs? I don't... This one has a bunch of chocolate drippings on it, so... This one looks nice. I'm not... This one. I'm not spending any more time on this fucking question. Pick a fucking Taylor Swift song featured on the show. I don't know. I don't know any of these. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't know any of these. I'm just going to fucking pick one. I'm just going to go like this. And it's The Way I Loved You. Alright. That is what it is. Which of these is a hard red flag and a major turn off when it comes to a potential significant other? Someone who always turns their phone screen down when you're around. Yeah, that's probably bad. I don't know anyone who does that, but that's probably bad. Someone who talks about their exes on the first date. Someone who won't post you on their social media. Yeah, that's a... I mean, I wouldn't want to be all over it either. I don't like people who are like that, but... If, like, they're actively trying to hide you, I guess it's best. Someone who never, ever, ever offers to pay treat you. That would bother me. Someone who ghosts you when things get too serious. This, I don't really care about payment, but I think if I was putting more into it than they were, I would find that disrespectful. And that would bother me more than this. Or would it? It would. That's it. That's my answer. Another one of these questions. If your best friend had to pick which of these best described you, which would they pick? A daydreamer, it's that. A realist, no. A go-getter, no. Life of the party, a yearner, a problem solver. God forbid a man has yearning in his heart. I'm a yearner. I try to be a problem solver. Am I good at it? I don't know if I always pull it out of the bag, but like, I try to think things kind of through somewhat rationally and reasonably. I guess it depends on the nature of the problem. Like, I am a listener friend for a lot of people where someone will come to me with a problem and I'll be like, all right, well, just think about it like this. And I'll kind of try to talk them through their options. and being a bit calm and sort of distant from something where they might not be. So if your best friend, if my best friend had to pick one of these, how would they describe me? Well, that's hard because I'm picturing like fucking about 3 different people. A daydreamer is true. The life of the party, some people might, but not always. It depends. I'm not a problem solver, even though I talked about it. I don't think that's the one that they would choose out of these. If they had the list, what would they say? It depends on which friend you'd go to. I could think of one person who would say I'm the life of the party. I can think of one person who might call me a yearner, or maybe they wouldn't, but they could. Would anyone... I'm trying to think now of someone else. What would their answer be? Would they say I'm a daydreamer? Because I feel like they wouldn't say one of the other answers. Now, the Summer I Turned Pretty character quiz is really putting me through it here, isn't it? Really making me think about myself and assess some things about myself. I'm not saying I am the life of the party. But maybe, I think I have a couple friends who would actually say that honestly about me if they were given these. I think that's what they would probably go with. Yeah, more than... The only other one really is a daydreamer. I don't think anyone would actually consider me a yearner or a problem solver. Definitely not a go-getter or a realist. I think it's the life of the party. You saw my fucking videos this summer. I'm the life of the party. This was the summer Adam turned pretty. Alright. Pick the summer I turned pretty. Look, who fucking formatted this bullshit? Loka Chion to visit Cousins Beach, Fidge College, the Beach House, the Conklin House, Billy's bedroom, Stanford University. Alright, what is the fucking context of me visiting Billy's bedroom? What's going on there? Alright, because that's going to influence what fucking answer I give. Isn't the Beach House right next to Cousins Beach? I don't think they've ever shown the distance, but I've always got the impression it's... No, hang on. It is a bit of a walk, isn't it? It is a bit of a distance because they have to go there for a party in episode 1. I always pictured it was like basically behind the house, but now that I think about it, no, it isn't. It actually is a bit away. Because I was going to say you'd go to the beach house and you just go to the beach. That is a nice house. And I already said in the other one I'm not the biggest beach person. And it's just a beach at the end of the day, isn't it? But the house is nice. The Conklin house, I can't even picture what that looks like. Neither of the... I mean, I like walking around college campuses, but I wouldn't pick going to those over the beach house, I don't think. Belly's bedroom. What's that about, man? I mean, are we rolling the dice? I mean, like, in the context of this show, I guess it can only mean one thing. Which bedroom? Is it the one in the Conklin house? Is it one of the beach houses? The one in Paris? You go to Paris, was there? In the shitty first place that she lived with all the leaks in the roof. Fuck it. It is what it is, man, alright? If you could pick one of these celebs to be the tailor to your belly, oh my god, man, no. Who would you choose? Sabrina Carpenter, Jenna Ortega, Chapel Rowan, Olivia Rodrigo, Lofi, and Megan Thee Stallion. What? Who's this chick, man? Whatever. Now, if they're going to be... I have to think that they're going to be my ride or die best friend. And we're both girls, right? Like, I can't answer this as a man and say, ooh, who would I hang out with? Sabrina Carpenter, Jenna Ortega. Like, who would I want to come to Belly's bedroom with me? It's like, who would be my ride or die best friend who supported me through everything and also fucked my brother? Well, maybe it's Chapel Rowan. I mean, it is. I like her. I like her music. You know, she's certified in the Aerocorps. Also, I guess if she's a lesbian, she's not going to steal my brother from me. It's Chapel Rowan. Finally, pick another iconic love triangle. No! Is it half of these is the fucking same ones? Alright. Bella, Edward, and Jacob in Twilight. No. Elena and the Salvatore brothers in the Vampire Diaries. I didn't know that there was a brothers thing on... Actually, I did know there was a brothers thing on that show. The fucking ones in the Hunger Games again. Rory, Jess, and Dean in Gilmore Girls. Don't watch Gilmore Girls. Rachel, Joey, and Ross on Friends. This is an interesting one. And Emily, Gabriel, and Camille in Emily in Paris. I don't really want to pick the Hunger Games again. Because I want to see if I'm going to get a different answer. But like the only other thing I fucking know on here is Friends. But like when I should pick a love triangle, I never liked that Joey and Rachel storyline. Like Ross and Rachel are great, but like a love triangle with Joey, I don't know. I don't know if that's my choice. I don't know if it's going to make that big of a difference at the end now. So do I pick the Hunger Games again or do I pick Friends? I think for the sake of variety, I'll pick Friends. This is agony, man. All right. I'm gonna pick Friends and I'm gonna click it and we're gonna get the answer. We're gonna find out definitively which character I am, unless it would only be definitive if they were both Belly, I guess. All right, I'm clicking it. Here we go. This quiz is bullshit. I need to do a fucking third quiz after this to try to get a better answer. This is bullshit. You're giving major Jeremiah vibes. No, you want it all. A good, respectable job. No. I don't care. A friend group you can go out with all the time. Is that... I kind of do want that. In theory. But as someone with a sometimes low social battery, do I want that in reality? I don't... Fancy vacations. Yeah. Well, fancy... I mean, everyone likes a fancy vacation, right? You're not going to say no, but like... That's not... When I take vacations, when I travel, they're not of the fancy variety. I'm already not agreeing with this. And not just fucking because it's him, but like... I don't think this is necessarily a good description of me. And the SO of your dreams. Alright, fine. You have lofty ambitions. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And the confidence to know you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Fuck no. I don't think I do. But you're still learning that you have to sacrifice certain things in order to prioritize others. Am I learning that? I don't know. I don't have time to unpack that, but I don't know that that's true. Unfortunately, you can't have your cake and eat it too. While you're still young and figuring things out, you maintain a childlike enthusiasm that's infectious to those around you. I guess that's true. I'm actually deflated now. I put so much thought into that. I can't believe I fucking... This is... Fuck off, fuck you, Worcester, your fucking smug shit. Is this what, people didn't want to tell me? Is this the fucking vibe I have? Whatever. Alright, well here's the hot take. You know what, I actually always liked Jeremiah. He was always a good character, actually. I mean, I genuinely never hated him as much as some people hate him. But I do get why people hate him. But I don't always just necessarily... Not agree, but like, I don't know. I guess maybe some of his stuff is... Oh my god, I'm turning into a Joe Defender! I miss when I was Belly Conklin. The fucking Belly description is a lot closer to me. When I was a 16-year-old girl. This broke me, man. I can't believe we ended up here. Chat, are we cooked? Alright, what am I even expecting to come of this video, right? Like, did you watch it? Did anyone watch it? Did you watch it all the way? If you did, thank you as always for watching, if indeed you still are. And I'll see you soon. I'm going to do another video. Many more videos will come. More videos are coming from Schlock Horror. Stay tuned for whatever they're going to be. And have a good one. If you've watched this show, let me know. Oh my god, I'm so tempted to do a third quiz, but this video is nearly an hour long, and I don't know. Oh, cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. I want also to know what the descriptions are for people who get the other characters. What if I did the quiz again and picked a different answer for everything that I was 50-50 on? Just this quiz to see if I'm a different answer to Jeremiah. And I'll speed run them and I'll do them quick. Like just everything that I wasn't sure about or I had like a different answer for, I'll just do the other one. Okay? What was the ice cream flavor? I picked chocolate chip, but I was maybe considering this if it was different. I mean, it's the one. I also consider this, but I can't eat it. I'm going with the brunch, actually. I'm going with the brunch, okay? Classic romance trope. Enemies to lovers was what I went with. What's my second favorite? I think this is still my favorite. I don't think I could pick a different one for this. Yeah, it's none of these. It's enemies to lovers. Yeah, study abroad in Paris. Where did I end up even picking? Amsterdam. London for the food. If you had a summer house, what aesthetic would you decorate it in? 70s chic. Pick a classic rom-com. What did I go with here? Love and Basketball out of curiosity. Go with Easy A for Emma Stone. Which would you is my greatest strength? What did I say here? That I was a people person? I don't think any of these, being in touch with my emotions, I still think that's my number one answer. So I'm sticking with that. Pick a wedding. This was random. I think I went with this one, so I'm going to go with this one. Because this is what I was going to go with, and I went with this at the last second. Pick a Taylor Swift song featured on the show. I picked one of these at fucking totally random, so I'll just do that again. It's this one. Invisible String, second from the bottom. I didn't do that on purpose, I just went with it. Which of these is a red flag? I can't even remember half these questions. What did I say? Oh, there was another option here I didn't even read. Someone who refuses to form their own opinions. I didn't even see that was there. It's not that anyway, I don't think. Some of these might apply to me, so I mean I can't complain. Though also, this is also my first answer. Does anything else here really bother me this much? I mean, they all would. Someone who won't post you, because it would tap into my insecurity that they feel like they were embarrassed by me or something. Yeah, if you got it, flaunt it. If you have me, show me off. A little bit. If your best friend had to pick you, it's still life of the party, even though I really agonized over this. Now that I think about it, this is a very fucking Jeremiah answer. I really do think it's that. I'm not saying that I am. I just think that is maybe what... I feel like, it's just my best friend, but I feel like a good number of people who know me in my life right now would pick that. A location to visit... I picked Belly's bedroom, didn't I? I was... Alright, I'll go with the beach house. Yeah, that's still a Jeremiah answer. If you pick one of these celebs, it's still Chapel Roan. That's not up for debate. It could be her just because she's a total blank slate. I don't know anything about her, but it's still Chapel Roan. And another love triangle. Alright, this time I'll default back to my original answer and pick the Hunger Games. Let's see what the answer is. Ah! Okay, you are undeniably Belly. You're full of main character energy and you know it. You live your life unabashedly for yourself, as you should. That is kind of true and kind of isn't. Am I full of main character energy? I mean, I am now because I'm fucking centering all of this on me. Do I have main character energy in my life? Sometimes I do. And people... Recently, someone did straight up say I had main character energy. Someone did say that to me, so. Okay. I'm agreeing with this, not just because it's positive. I just do feel that this is more accurate. Do I live my life unabashedly for myself? I think maybe I do. I mean, unabashedly, I don't know. Maybe not 100%. But I think I'm getting there. You're a feeling forward kind of person. You tend to wear your heart on your sleeve. I like to think so. People may say you live in the past or with your head in the clouds. Both of those are true. Not just that people would say it, it's true that people say it. I think it is true of me. But you know, incredible things come to those who are brave enough to dream them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah! And these last few years, been making some changes to make some dreams reality. Because I was brave enough to do that. Like when I started solo traveling, that wasn't something that I was just going to imagine anymore. That was something I was going to do. So, yeah. I think that's more applicable. I don't think this is cheating as well. Probably going to disagree. And you're going to say, oh, you're a Jeremiah. But how can I be a Jeremiah if I got belly twice? I'm at least a 50% a Jeremiah and 50% a belly. Right? It's not like I got Jeremiah on both quizzes. Should I do the first quiz again? We're nearly at an hour. Will I just fucking push it to an hour and do the first quiz again? And just see... fucking if I do another 50-50. Some of these I don't think I agonize over. Alright, the first one, how would your friends describe you? What do I do here? Because I do think the answer is kind, but I also think shy is applicable. Do I change it to shy or do I stick with kind? I just want to see. I'm also just curious, like, about getting a different answer, even if that's not me, but like which character I guess am I the second most like? So maybe changing the answer just for the sake of it. Would they? I don't know. I think it might be kind. I really do think that. That is my answer. And if I go through this and too much of my answers are similar again, I will go through it a third time and I will change that. Okay. Pick a famous love triangle. I still cannot pick. The only other one I'm even a bit aware of is Twilight. I just don't think I can pick it. I've been talking for an hour straight. I feel like my voice is starting to go. My camera dropped a bar. Fuck. All right. I'll go with the Hunger Games again. Goddamn. My favorite summertime. Fuck. These are hard. I wasn't as ambivalent on a lot of these. Barbecue. I'm going to have to come back for that. Chocolate chip would be my next one. I do like chocolate chip. I think just straight vanilla with chocolate chips is actually kind of underrated as a flavor. I do think. I'm not just saying that. So that would be. I would consider it. The bet you get 2 scoops, I get chocolate, I get honeycomb. That would be my answer, but they don't have that. So anyway, chocolate chip. Pick a character. Fuck. I mean, it's just so clearly Cameron. The next one would be Laurel, but like... not enough that I would agonize over it. I might have to come back to some of these. Summer movie. I mean, it's Jaws. That one's not changing at all for anything. It's Jaws. Alright, I didn't answer some of these, so before I answer the last one, I need to go back and change my answers to the other ones. Let's change kind to shy. Do I need to change that? I need to change some of these. I'll change it to Twilight for the fucking sake of it. Christ almighty. I mean, Robert Pattinson's a good actor. There you go, that's my justification. Having a bar, it's I mean, I like reading by the pool when I'm away and there's a pool. I do go to I do go to like the seaside, and would I walk on the sand? I don't know, but I would be near the beach. Dunleary, Howth, Places like that here in Dublin. I often go to Dunleary and Blackrock. They're on the seaside. Am I on the beach? Yeah, I am enough for me to justify picking it. Ice cream, I changed that one. Can I change this to Laurel, or should I just straight up? Fuck. If I do this again, I get Belly again, but I want a different... What if I do and I get Jeremiah again? Like, who are these? You're trying to figure it out, I guess. Laurel would be like a Conrad answer, right? Or fucking these two would pick each other, these weird pseudo-lesbians. Alright, what would a day... Are we at the beach or whatever, hanging out with Laurel? What would that even be like? Maybe I get lucky like that guy, she had sex with him in his car. It's Laurel. She's nice, I guess. She's nice. But she wouldn't fucking shut up about Susanna. Like, Cameron seems more fun. But, alright, it's Laurel. This video's gone completely off the fucking rails. Alright, As It Was by Harry Styles. Give me the answer. I don't care. It counts. Well. Like Conrad, you're a bit of a closed book. You're incredibly hard to read, and you keep your feelings close to the vest. Which means that even the people you love the most feel like they don't really know where they stand with you. How am I this and I'm also Belly Conklin and I wear my heart on my sleeve? I would say it's a bit of both. I think I do, but maybe with certain people in certain situations, I maybe can play things close to the chest and be actually much more like Conrad. I understand the people not knowing where they stand with me kind of thing. I could see that. The truth is, under the surface, you're incredibly vulnerable with a huge heart. This me, this is my huge heart. And all you want is to protect the people you care about. That is true. I mean, everyone does, but that is true. I'm an empath. And every once in a while, you let them care about you too. I mean, by and large, I'm not this broody lone wolf kind of guy. Or am I? When, like, my fucking social anxiety or whatever kicks in, maybe I come off like this. I probably seem like this in fucking work sometimes when, like, I don't want to bother people in the canteen and they're like, whatever. But, yeah... It does sort of apply. My friend Conrad Fisher. So there you go. So I'm all 3 points of the love triangle. I'm Belly, Jer, and Conrad. Pretty good. Pretty good video. So I should have done the video like this because my back is fucking killing me. Now I'm going to have to edit this. Oh my god. I did a sign off about a half an hour ago, didn't I? I'm going to do it again. Thank you. Thank you. If you are still watching, should I set up some sort of subscriber benefits or something, like a Patreon or something, where if you're the type of person who actually watched this entire video, you should get like a benefit or something? An OnlyFans setup perhaps, where you could get unique things that you can see only on the Schlockar OnlyFans for watching the full video. You can see pictures of me in my Eric Roberts t-shirt. You see pictures of me not in my Eric Roberts t-shirt. Wouldn't that be scandalous? Alright. I can't believe all that. I'm actually not going to push to an hour. I'm going to stop at 56 minutes. And then I'm probably going to have to cut out some of the dead air. So it probably won't end up as an hour anyway. So am I going to pad it for fucking 5 more minutes? Or am I going to wrap it up? I'm going to wrap it up. My voice is fucking... My throat is starting to hurt, man. I've been talking continuously. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. I didn't get to do a solo travel vlog this year. This feels like the fucking closest. This was the first time in a little while that I have made a video like this. So it's good. It's good to be back. I have a lot to say. This was fun. I enjoyed doing this. Did anyone enjoy what I'm passing out? Does anyone enjoy it? I think it's fun doing stuff like this. And even, you know, me being the life of the party. I think it's kind of fun to do this stuff even if you maybe don't necessarily know the show. you know, it's sort of you're getting to know me, the host. But I mean, I like watching videos like that where you get to know about people. Maybe it's a bit egotistical of me to think that anyone would be interested in knowing, but I don't know. They're fun to make anyway. So yeah, and if you think you could do better, you do better. You do a fucking quiz and you get Cameron if it's so easy, and you make a video that's interesting while also being an hour long. Yeah, all right, you're not going to do that. All right, stay tuned. There's going to be a tier list video soon, and there's going to be some vlogs, and then there's going to be whatever the fuck else comes out. So thank you, and stay faithful. Let's sign off from a different... That's going to have probably... There's going to be content related to that coming up as well. Beat the Eric Roberts t-shirt one last time. I haven't worn this much, but I really like it. It's amazing. I also... Where is it? I got Eric Roberts' autobiography. I got these for Christmas. I can't believe that was Christmas. That was so long ago. Oh, was it Christmas? It was Christmas. I got his autobiography, and I haven't read it yet. But Runaway Train, or The Story of My Life So Far by Eric Roberts with Sam Kashner. I have a lot of books that I am reading. So when I finish all the other books, I really want to read this. I just haven't got around to it yet. I thought that was going to be a blurb, but it's just like comments. Compelling to read, candid, brave, and full of Eric's natural grace and good nature. Christopher Walken, Academy Award winning actor. A one-of-a-kind memoir from a one-of-a-kind actor. David Duchovny, New York Times best-selling author of Truly Like Lightning. It's so funny that they got David Duchovny, of all people, to put a quote on this book. So I can't wait to get stuck into this, but I have to wait because I have to read a bunch of other stuff first. So yeah, Eric. Imagine if your name was Eric. That'd be wild, man. That'd be wild, man. That'd be a Jeff situation, or Sklee as he's known to his enemies. Well, I think I should wrap it up here. Even anyone who was watching has fucking turned off by now, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Alright, anything else you want to say? No? Alright. Well, goodbye then. So I talk like that for an hour, we don't even want to have a conversation? You ghosting me when things get serious? That, my friend, is a serious red flag, I would say. What was my answer to that? I don't remember. Did I change my answer to that? It was the thing about paying, and then I changed it to not being posted on social media. Although, yeah, okay. I don't have time to go into another point in it. You know, if you, dear viewer, and I were a significant other, would you want to be on Schlock Horror? Would you want to be on my social media and be in my videos? I mean, you can do. Just send me an email, and we'll hook up or whatever, and you can be in my video in Belly's bedroom, Betty's bellroom. What was even the point of making it up? So it stopped recording, I think, right as I was speaking, because I didn't know that there's a maximum recording time on this of an hour. So when you record for a straight hour, it stops automatically recording. So now I'm going to manually stop the recording, and we're going to wrap the video up. But stay tuned for more videos as always, and thank you for watching. Really, thank you very much for watching. If you did watch it all this way, that genuinely means the world to me, and I love you very dearly. Thank you so much. There you go. All right. Goodbye.